All right, we are live in the crypt. Well, the kitchen crypt. What's going on tonight? Joined by our special guest. We've tried this a few times. We're going to see if it works tonight. I got the guy who sculpted, painted this guy you see right behind me, the three-eyed demon, off the artwork you see in the picture by Michael Toth, off a picture of me. But long story short, the man who made it happen, the man who brought it to life, Mr. Josh Lucas. How you doing, brother?
Guys. Hey guys,
Can you hear? Welcome.
technical
I don't know if
difficulties, but we're still here.
all right, you go. I
All
can
right.
see and
So
hear you.
yeah, we made. Can you hear me? Okay. So I'll give you kind of the backstory here. We started sculpting this guy. John got a hold of me and asked me about it, and the three-eyed demon, and I said, well, sure, why not? I give it a shot, and we kind of pieced it together a little bit at a time, so to speak. I mean, we found found the hair, we found the eyes, all the extra things we wanted to do with it, and brought it together. I mean, John was a mastermind, and I was just a sculptor, sculptor and fabricator. So
A lot of props to Michael Toth
made her
too.
happen.
It was a
Yeah,
team
Michael
thing that
told us
kind of
his
came
art.
together. There was a picture I
Yeah,
thought that was cool. I asked him if he'd draw something with it, and then the demon came out, and you know, I really like it. It's just a cool image, and the way you brought it to life's awesome. And this is actually the second one you did. This is and the hairline
yep.
is different on this one. I'm not sure which one I like yet better. I think I like the one because I love the hood on it so much. On the first one's just better because the hood kind of covers the awkward looking
Yeah.
hair. Because the hair is great, it really is, but it's tough with the wig and the shape of the head. We really grinded to get the hair, and we wound up getting a pretty decent wig for it, and it looks really good. And I
Yep.
gotta say, you were right the first time you set it up, because on the second one it still looks amazing, but it's hard to set.
Yeah. Yep. It's touch and go. We'll find it though, man. We'll find it. Find the right
You
hairline.
I'll tell you one thing though, I'm so glad we went with the light up eyes, because it really makes it stand out at the table. We were sitting across from Heather
Yeah.
Langenkamp, and I guess she kept noticing it, which, huge honor. She was asking what it was and stuff, I guess, to our handler. And yeah, I guess it really popped. I think it's the eyes that just draw you in when they're lit up, because even in like a lit room, they still shine. You can still see them, and you can't help but look at it.
Well, I'm
Uh,
sorry, John. We're still kind of breaking up a little bit.
I was saying about the eyes, the light up. I don't know if I'm glad we went with that. I'm not sure if it's myself or you who's having the internet issues. Anybody have? Yeah, I got to bring it to the barber. Michael Toth here. Josh is in the Bat Cave by the Schwag. He's out there in Baton Rouge with Tom Matthews and CJ Graham and the Killer Clowns cast and a bunch of other cool people. Can you hear me at all?
We're still kind of breaking up, John.
All right. Well, I was talking about the eyes. I was talking
Well, I
about the
can't.
eyes on the demon, the light up eyes.
I can't hear you.
The way the eyes,
Breaking up pretty good.
I'll text it to you. Hopefully you guys can hear it. We're gonna try this one time. I think he might have bounced. Sorry, we just always seem to have technical difficulties, me and Josh. We had one. The first time was a really solid stream we had, and it was kind of a late night one, and wasn't even announced. And that's why we didn't really announce it tonight, because we didn't know if he was going to have internet issues again. I had a feeling he said his Facebook was acting up, and that's what took us a little while to start, because I wanted to make sure it wasn't on my end, it was on his end, and there he goes. Well, anyway, I mean, get a good look at the three-eyed demon there. See if he can hear me as he comes back in. Can you hear me?
Oh, barely, man.
I was asking about the light
It
up
breaks up
eyes
so
on the
bad.
demon. On the demon. On the demon. The light up eyes was a good way to go. It makes it pop. Hopefully, I'm going with sign language here. Yeah, yeah, it's his end, unfortunately. And I keep wanting to have Josh on. He keeps wanting to come on and talk to everybody and talk about this sculpt, the three-eyed
Oh,
demon that he did. Hey,
yeah, I can barely hear you, man. Yeah.
I was talking about the light up eyes and that I was glad we went with the light up eyes. Well, I guess we're never gonna find the answer. But like I was saying to him, I think the light up eyes, Devo, you were at a table with us. I know Schwag, if you're here, you can't really even just see how awesome this piece is until you see it in person. When you see it in person, it's just amazing. And when the eyes light up on it, it really, really, really stands out. And Josh killed it on it. Very cool thing. You know what? I got a box here that, of course, luckily it's just a mask that came in from anybody who's ever heard of Craig Federico. And I just happen to, I've followed this guy since he was young. Well, he's still young, but new to mask making, and he'd reach out to me, and he's been blowing up. He's been doing a great job, and I've seen some of his work, and I've never bought anything. And with James Jude Courtney being at Minneapolis and also at Minneapolis Krypticon this month, that is, I want to say the 15th through the 17th. I'm so bad with dates, but I had to get something by Craig, and I thought this was the perfect time and the perfect piece to display it. I plan on making a bust. Now this is and it's wearable too. The eyes aren't made for wearable, but it's a wearable James Jude Courtney. And I got to fix his hair up. It just got out of the box, as you guys saw. I kind of peeked at it and fill it out. But I think I'm going to put like a Halloween Ends mask over it and have it removable. I think that'll be pretty cool every once in a while. Here comes Josh Lucas. But the detail on this is really cool. I thought it'd be an awesome piece to have on the table. His hair's a mess, but he was living in the sewers. It ain't his fault. But it's a badass piece. I really like this a lot. Big shout out to Craig Federico for getting this done. Thanks, brother. I can't wait to have it on the table and see what James Jude Courtney thinks in person of it. Okay, here's Josh Lucas. Let's see if we got some connection, because I've been dying to talk to this man with you guys. What is up? Can you hear me?
Oh,
Hello?
barely.
All right.
It's still really bad.
I'm going to text him, guys. I'm going to let him know the question. All right. Sorry, I can't text and talk. I don't want to accidentally crash over my microphone or something. That'd be dangerous. All right. So let's see if he comes back. I sent him the question. I said, we're talking about the light up eyes. I want to see what he said. What's going on, Devo? Son Devo's here. Good to see you. Had a great time in Colorado a few weeks ago. It feels like forever again. We gotta get you out and have do another convention. I wish I could get you out here for Scarefest. Would be awesome in October. That's gonna be a fun one. My mom and dad are gonna be there again. I think they just announced they're over around 79 guests or something like that. It's just insane. Of just awesome cast. But tonight I'm going to touch on Krypticon Krypticon Minnesota. I forget which one I'm going to already, because this is going to be my third and final Krypticon of the year. I think it's their last one of the year. They did Seattle, Kansas City, Colorado, and now I'm going to Minnesota. So I'm excited about that. We're going to talk about the guest list for Colorado, Minnesota, which Oh my God, Colorado, Minnesota. Krypticon. I'm having trouble tonight, guys. Minnesota or Minneapolis. And we're going to talk about some of the guests they have. They got some really cool ones. Like I already said, James Jude Courtney is going to be there. Ari Lehman. We're already working on some cool products for him. Maybe we'll show them in a few minutes since Michael Toth is here. He did one piece back when I went to Spookala for Ari Lehman. I didn't get a chance to show it to him. I showed it to him in Kansas City. It was kind of busy, so we didn't get a chance to catch up. So in Colorado, he signed it and stuff. I had and he liked the Hawks and all Mike's work. And Jesse Aarons did a Kid Jason that came out awesome. So let's go over this list and let's see what's going on here. All right. In my neighbor, we're going to go with the first one. I'm really excited about this. Lauren Rivera from Terrifier 2, Guntown Road. Awesome having her next to me. Big Terrifier 2 fan. To me, the new king of the hill is Art the Clown. I know a lot of you guys agree. We also got D. Walsh and Danny Pintaro. D. Walsh been in from everything from E.T. to Howling, Cujo, you name it. And a reunion of her and Danny Pintaro from Cujo. And also, everybody knows Who's the Boss, who grew up in the 80s. And then you got more Terrifier 2 people. You got Elliot Fulham. I got a chance to meet him. Real nice kid. Catherine Corcoran. I hope I'm saying it right. From Terrifier. Zach Galligan. My mom loves Zach Galligan. Thought he was really, really nice. I guess he was really cool to my mom, so I'm happy to hear that. Leah Vosi, the singer of Clown Cafe. Awesome. Jake Busey. He was at Minneapolis. Clint Howard. Jenna Cannell. Tons of Terrifier 2 people. The Ice Cream Man's there. Ken Kersinger. Freddy versus Jason. Come on now. That's going to be sick. You got Michelle Santiago from Terrifier. You got Jonathan Davis from Terrifier. You got James Jude Courtney. Michael Myers, as you guys know. Eric Avari. Legend, the Mummy, you name it, you've seen him in something. Mark Burnham, got to meet him. He was my neighbor at Kansas City. Super, super cool, dude. Super cool. Bringing some more of those 22 Leatherface masks. Yeah. I know. That's why you said you don't want to really come on. Hey, Josh. Hey, what's going on, Mac? Good to see you here. Just going over the guest list at Krypticon here. Brad Lorry, Time Cop. Not a huge Resurrection fan, but I don't think it was because of him. I thought he did a good job. I'm going to have him sign my Michael Myers stuff. Got to do it. Kevin Gravois. I'm bringing some Lycans that from Lonnie McCullum, Graven Images. Him and Jessica McCullum, his wife, do amazing work. He's seen the Freddys. He's seen the Pennywise and the Pumpkinheads. He's got tons. Ari Lehman, we got some cool stuff coming for him. Mike just did a sick piece. We're doing some art on machetes. What else are we doing? We're doing the light box. We're doing some VHS boxes for him. He loves what we're doing in the Krypt. Ari, you gotta love that dude. He is definitely entertaining. First Jason's awesome. We've become good friends. My parents and also Devo really liked their drummer BA, great guy, bass amp. Marty Matalis, and I didn't realize he was the final guy because he was a last minute guy at Minnesota or Colorado. And I talked to him for a while. Another one, my mom was like, you got to meet him, Johnny. He's such a nice guy. He's been so nice to me. He's been talking to me. And he's one of those creature characters. He's always a creature in movies. He was the final in Smile, and he's been in Mandalorian, the new show Evil. I started checking that out. He's pretty creepy in that. What's going on, Paul Nada? Good to see you. So that's the Krypticon Minneapolis list. That's going to be a lot of fun. Hoping that anybody in the area comes, checks it out. We're going to have a sick setup. My buddy Joe Collins from Massachusetts, Franklin, Massachusetts. I'm not sure if he lives in Franklin anymore. Is going to be there helping me out again. He's going to be doing the Pacquiao one chip challenge there. The man is check out Joe's hot sauce. I'm interested. That takes a lot of nerve to do one of that at a convention in front of a whole bunch of people. So gotta give the man some props. Gotta give it to him. But yeah, Krypticon Minneapolis is going to be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, Midwest Monster Fest canceled. I was pretty salty about that at first, but it is what it is. It kind of works out better for me. It's unfortunate for everybody, but I got more time to plan after Minnesota, which we're all set for. Our dude, Kyle Rappaport, Movie Buff One. He's coming with us to taunt. Michael Toe's going to be there. Brett Wagner's going to be there. My parents, unfortunately, can't make it. Joe Collins, I'm sure, will be at that one as well, since he lives out in Massachusetts. Hope to see some old friends from high school. But old friends, that was almost 30 years ago, high school, that I graduated. That's crazy. That is crazy. But hopefully I'll see some old friends. We'll see. And then Scarefest. Got a lot of plans for that one too. Taunton's going to be about our buddy Kyle Rappaport, Movie Buff One. We're gonna have a band. I don't want to say too much what we're gonna do, but I got some plans for my dude. We're gonna treat him like a star out there. He's a hard-working actor, and we're gonna try to help him out and have some of his Shackle Demon Project movies on the table so he can sign them and you guys can purchase them. And then we'll have some Doomsday's Krypt, and then we're in between Brett Wagner, the Lost Leatherface, my co-host, shooting the shiz, and then Bob Elmore, who I've not had a chance to meet yet. I got that radio station by Vinny Cucarato that he made. I got to get signed. It's already been signed by Bill and also Bill Mosley. Both Bills signed it, Bill Johnson, Bill Mosley. So yeah, shout out to Kyle. Shout out for the homies. So we got some fun stuff planned. I'm excited for this whole run. Each one's going to be a little different. Minneapolis, it's going to be the first time without Beatrice or Brett there, so it's going to be a little different for me. It's going to be quite different this year because I've had each one of them with me this year, and it's been a lot of fun for each show. But it's going to be good to see my buddy Joe. He's helped me set up a few times, so it's good to have a guy with some experience. Devo and Interval rocked it with me in Colorado, so it's always nice when you have that good health, or good help. Hopefully you got that good health too. Kyle's birthday Monday. I know. Our boy Kyle. I'm not sure how old he's going to be though. I know it's his birthday though. Now that you said it. But what was I going to say? Here's Josh trying to pop back on. Let's hope if you can hear me, Josh, just go right into about the light. So hopefully they can hear you.
Okay, so I can hear. Hey, what's up, guys?
What's
All
up?
right. So what we did is we put that third eye in, and those other two eyes, and we decided that we want to light these eyes up because it'll just make the whole thing pop a little more. So I went in and I had to machine the eyes and drill out the pupils and and fasten the LEDs in, wire all that up, and we gave it a shot, and it worked.
It worked perfect, man. I mean, it really sets it apart on that table. Like you can't help. Like I was telling them, and you couldn't hear me. You can't help but look at it when those eyes are lit up. One person at one show was like, I can't take it. It just feels like it's looking at me, like a vendor across from me. And she was really freaked out by it. And Heather Langenkamp, her handler, like I wish I asked her to put some stuff on the table because she forgot her banner and stuff, but she was cool. And I talked to her handler that morning to ask, like Sunday morning, if she wanted a few things. And she's like, yeah, I'll definitely ask her. That'd be really cool. And she's like, she really likes that three-eyed demon. She was wondering what it was. I go, well, it's the three-eyed demon. It's the Doomsday's Krypt brand. And it was done, created artistically with the third eye by Michael Toth and brought to life by you. And yeah, it really stands out, especially with two of them too. Two of them makes a difference.
Yeah. Mike's artwork. Mike's artwork helped out a lot, man. It really definitely did. So big kudos go out to him for everything he did with it.
Yeah, what he does
But
for Doomsday's Krypt just
can you
fits.
hear
You know,
me?
me and him are on the same page. It's
Yep.
like it's gotten to the point where it's like he'll be like, "What do you want next?" He'll just kind of you give him the basic. I don't even tell him what I want anymore. It's almost like as soon as I say it, he knows, and it's just like, "All right, just do your thing, man." I know it's gonna come out sick. Okay? Or before we'd talk even more, but we're on such the same page. I'll just tell him what I want, and he kills it. Nope, we lost it. Yeah, we're all proud of him. We're real proud of Mike for sure. He's been killing it, and this new art that he's been doing just keeps getting better and better. I'm excited for the machetes and the Hawks. Here he comes. Let's see what happens. I think he moved away from his hot spot there. You had a good spot, and you moved to the room. And I know you're
It's
eager to
back
show
again.
off.
Man. It's back again. Yeah. But
But
you still there?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Yep.
Josh has been sculpting some bizarre like Josh doesn't do say a Michael Myers or this or that. He always does his own original thing. I really love the scarecrow, and then the new creature looks straight out of Star Wars slash you name it. It's
Yeah.
just out of this world, like almost like a Simpsons alien, just a mashup of all kind of cool looking animated aliens. It's a fun looking piece.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a fun one to make too. I don't have one sitting here right now. I haven't made one since that one I had, and that one's already sold. So, but
How was that the package? That thing was huge.
not bad, not bad. You know, it looks bigger than it is. You know, it fits right over your shoulders just fine, and you look right out through the mouth. You know, so it's just a little bit, maybe it might be a foot taller than my head. That's it. You know, so it's not
Yeah.
terrible. It's not heavy. You know.
Can you you hate to bend it, but do you put it like do you stuff it and put it in, or do you do a little wiggle room?
Yeah, the bib underneath is
Yeah.
enough. Once I pack everything in, the bib is enough that it'll fold down a little bit and help pack into the box. So
There you go.
yeah, it works pretty good.
That was cool,
But
man. I
yeah,
wanted to get a scare. Is that what do you got there? Oh, there you go.
that's
What is it?
a slippery Sam right there. Oh, you can see him there.
Yeah, I like that. It's kind of got the old
Yeah, got some teeth in there.
universal horror to it, but with a darker twist to it. I like
You
it,
can see
man.
him, yeah. There he is. Who's the other guy got back here? I got that scarecrow back here.
Yeah, I really dig that one, man. That's cool as
Yeah,
hell.
the mummy. You can see the mummy in there.
Sweet, yeah.
So, yeah, looks pretty good. Yeah, they're fun. They're fun masks to make. You know, I got a bunch of them up there I need to get done yet too. So we're all waiting for paint.
Good old Steve Merlot's here. His upcoming movies. I think you're cranking it out there. Drawing a blank here. On Steve's movie. Unseen. Unseen comes out. You got Brett, you got Felissa Rose. We've had Steve on a few times, and yeah, it's Steve's one of the really an upcoming filmmaker. I got to get you on again soon. We'll talk about Unseen again. We had him in his star. Yeah, dude, I was for some reason I drew a blank on Unseen, man. It's the hours I work, Steve, and the lack of sleep. But yeah, he's been killing it with that. Also, Peter Anthony's Laugh just launched, and he killed it in the first like 10 minutes or something. He raised like over 10 grand on that movie. But I'm not surprised with Peter. Steve's gonna make a kick-ass movie too. He's grinding along on his campaign. But I know he's gonna deliver something cool. Oh, we lost him. So what's going on, Steve? I was just talking about Crypticon Minneapolis. Bob Carter was there the last time. Blade and Sonny for you wrestling fans. Just looking at a few of the things. Here's Josh again. Let's see what happens. Yeah, if you want, drop the link. Let me see if I can. Let me see.
Skin Reaper Studios Etsy.com. You can find a lot of what I make there on my Etsy shop.
Yeah, Skin Reaper Studios, guys. Check out his work. He does so much cool stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ready to make another three-eyed demon anytime soon. Well,
Well,
that was
I
we got to
can,
do
man.
another
We can do
project
it. Yeah.
next. We got to do another project again. There's a
Yeah.
few characters we want to create. We've talked about. I do want to get like a diorama display around the demon,
Yeah.
like start getting a layer built out around him, so it takes up a little table room, but it's
Yeah.
screams Doomsday's Krypt little area, and then everything else.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
oh, here we go. Steve's like for unseen. But yeah, what are you working on next? I know you've been diving in. Are you just gonna start, says it's the time of year, you're just gonna start casting the masks out, and you like getting
Well,
scarecrows and mummies going?
I'm getting ready. Yeah, I got a lot of things. There's some items that I need to get done just to have them done. A lot of things in carts, so I'm waiting on people to seal the deal, so to speak. But yeah, I mean, I got another mask I'm working on too. I may take it apart and start completely fresh. It's that Cthulhu type mask. So
Yeah, that's
we'll
what
see.
yeah, Mike likes that one too. Yeah, I meant to touch
Yeah,
on that one. That one's cool as hell.
yeah, we'll see. I've got it at a stage right now. I don't want to show it yet. I might. It's gonna be different. It's not gonna be like a conventional Cthulhu that you see, like with the tentacles hanging down and everything like that. I could do something like that. It wouldn't be a big deal. It's just working through a process here to kind of make something that you don't see every day. You don't see that beak in there, so I got to try to make that work, and that's a bit of a whatever. It's a bit of a thing, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, Bruce. Yeah, he's Josh is something insane with his sculpting skills, and I was really lucky. He started posting in the group, and I was like, and I was kind of getting ready to do this, and I'm like, man, this guy's got some skills. Let me reach out to him, and he created this. I mean, he brought this to life, and
Yep.
yeah, Bruce, he does some amazing stuff. Not just the three-eyed demon, but so many cool pieces. So many cool pieces. But the demon's my favorite. I'm a little biased though.
Yeah.
But it was a fun one. I mean, it had its ups and downs where I know it was stressful for you, and it was like, oh, whoa. But once it got down, it just came together so nicely, man.
Yep.
So this is probably what, the third version in a sense. You had the first
I think
sculpt,
so. Yeah. Yeah. It's a third one. Yeah.
and then you kind of blended the two, and yeah,
Yep.
it really came out nice, man.
Yep.
It even looks good without the hair. Like I almost want like a bare bones one at some point, just for my collection. Nobody else can have
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. We could do
Greedy.
that. Just bear like that, or I know we were talking too about some glow in the dark, maybe.
Yeah, well, I want to do some black light ones.
Yeah.
I'd like to really get a
Like
nice setup when I'm done, where everything, when I have a room, like a nice big room, black lights
Yep.
around me, real nice tone. So pretty much
Yep.
once I have a little more space, set it up like a convention around me, so I can always show off the stuff by guys like you and Michael Toth and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, Devo really, that's my kid. He got to see it in person too. And that's
Yep.
actually the third one now that I think of it, because you still got the original one.
I got the
And that
original.
one
Yeah.
was really good. I mean, that
It,
one in its own way was amazing. It had a little more gray to it, gray in the beard. I really liked the look too.
yeah.
Um,
Well, it was
but
pieces. I used pieces of gray in that, actual gray hair and things like that. And the beard's longer than the one that you've got in your possession. I think the beard is longer. It's more like a samurai kind of look to him.
yeah, oh, it came out amazing. I mean, it really did,
Yeah.
the first one. But
Yeah.
I really wanted to go with, when we decided to go with, because we were going to go with acrylics. We talked about that, and you had hand painted the first ones, which was fine. But we both were like, let's do, acrylics. And then somehow we started to, I mean, like lights would be cool. And you're like, I like that idea. And I'm so glad we went with it, because it
Yeah.
really draws attention, because they really pop, dude. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's dark in the room or
Yeah.
light in the room. You can see those eyes lit up.
Yeah.
And I think a lot has to do with the darkness of the hair, that doesn't hurt either.
I think, yeah, it does. I mean, that the hood on, helps kind of shade the face a little bit, and then make the eyes pop.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
it definitely draws attention, man. It's definitely an attention
it's
getter.
good. Yep.
Like I said, I just want to get a nice display around it, like start building off it, like building a community around one of them, a
Yep.
layer.
Yep. That's
So
building out. Making a base for it. That can kind of puzzle everybody together.
I think he needs a
You
stand,
know.
at least a
Yeah.
stand. That's going to be like at least the quick, simple thing, just so I think it'd look
Yeah.
cool at like head level by me or something like that at a table.
Yeah. Well,
So that's
if we did a stand thing, you could do something. We could do something like that, right? Where it brings it up to that level, but also so the other characters. I mean, so the three-eyed demon is in the center, is a centerpiece of it. It's
right.
higher than
You
the
could
others.
always,
The others
yeah.
are a little bit lower underneath it. Off to the sides of it. I think it looked pretty cool like that too.
We could throw them in a Funko. Yeah. I mean, you got a box big enough to put a three-eyed demon in there, Mike?
Eh,
No, but you know what? Like, honestly, in a box with some cool lighting around it would be pretty sweet, though.
yeah.
Like a case would be cool to have it around, and even like some artwork, almost like he does with the Funko boxes, where there's a piece of art around behind it,
Yep.
with the original piece, and then
Yep.
that, and like in a bigger, like a wooden box on a large piece, do like a
Yep.
black light behind it, because that, even with the paint on it now, I showed you, had the black light at Kansas City on it, and it gave it a nice tone to it.
Mm.
I'd still like to do the black light, but it'd
Yeah.
be cool if we did the black light and made a black light case. Even just a regular light up case with that to display it would be pretty sweet.
Mm. Yep.
Yeah, I'd be down with that.
Yep.
Like a
Even
museum piece. That's right.
yeah.
It goes in the crypt, the museum of the crypt.
Yeah. I was thinking too as we're sitting here talking about it. Something that's kind of like on a castle. You're looking at a castle and you see the bricks going around the window.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a crazy idea, but
There's always different ideas. I love different. Like I said, I'd almost like some sort of diorama, but I think
yeah,
a case would be really cool for it. I think it'd just
I think
be,
it would
a
too.
stand, display
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful piece. I mean, I know you were really proud of it too. I mean, you shared it a lot, and I was excited about it too. I mean,
It came out pretty good. A lot of people like it, so came out
it
pretty good.
oh, dude, you killed it, dude. You killed it on it.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where there's always adjustments, like even like we talked about doing black light paint or whatever, figuring out which hair, like that hairline is a lot lower, which looks good still. I've been working with it a little bit, but I got to always put it in bins so the hair winds up getting, because I put a
Yeah.
blanket over it and this and that. And
Yep. Yep. Hair gets messed up a little bit,
yeah, I'm always fixing his damn hair.
Yep.
Make it like Avatar. Well, what's funny is the original paint you came with that. I was like, it just wasn't the right tone. It felt Star Warsy, but it looked great. It was a
Yeah.
bluish tint almost. It had
Yeah, it
more
was.
of a blue tint.
That was kind of, yeah, that was I was doing a base color. What I do with my colors is I layer my colors. So I've got a lighter color like a white, then I go in with a little bit of a gray, and then I go in with then I start working into my flesh colors, but I work out with that white because I base everything black first.
I was just gonna say the same thing Mike just commented. It's not your fault because he tends when in his artwork it just comes out bluish.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't give him permission to make my face blue. Just kidding. But it works for a comic, but like the flesh tone and the acrylic eyes just give it that life, Although the eyes you painted, like I said, on the other one, the original one that's in your possession. Yeah. I like that one a lot too.
They're just white. They're just white eyes. Yeah, they're white eye. I didn't paint the eyes yet, but
Well, that was
But
the
yeah,
original idea, and then we're like, you know what? Since we
yeah,
got the acrylics, let's just light them up, man. And
yeah,
and
yeah,
it just works. It does, and it works on the other one the way it's painted with the white eyes, and you did a great job. But eyes are one of
yeah,
those things. I talk to Lonnie McCollum all the time. It's
yeah,
and any artist, no matter how good you get at painting eyes, there's nothing like acrylics in a sense to bring something to life.
yeah. Well, let me see if I can.
Find it,
Yeah, yeah. I
get a
got it set.
shovel. He's
Yeah,
buried it.
no,
He's buried the
yeah.
theme.
It's buried in masks, you know. But yeah, it's still, I mean, it's not. It was never completed. It was just a rough general idea, we're going with,
Yeah.
and it was filled with foam, and I think that was the issue.
Oh yeah, that's why we couldn't drill the eyes out.
Yeah,
That's right.
couldn't go the eyes out because I foamed it. I figured the weight, and the weight does help it stabilize, quite a
Yeah.
bit.
Oh, I'm sure.
But I know I know.
You know what? Actually, transporting it and doing what I got to do, it's
Yeah.
probably easier that it's not foam filled in a sense. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
So it was right there. Yeah.
That thing just looks like
Yeah.
it came out sick. I mean, it did. It's just
Yep.
there's the
Yep.
original guys. There's the
Yep.
the
It's
first
still
one.
raw there, but yeah, we didn't finish the hair. I just put it on the front so we can kind of see the look of the face and everything. But you see that beard, if you can see it, it's longer than the other one.
Yeah, I like that beard a lot. I like the gray in
And
it.
it goes,
I do like the gray in it a lot.
yeah, and it goes underneath. It kind of scoops underneath a little bit.
It does. I was just
But,
gonna say the same thing. It does have a little Otis Driftwood look to it,
yeah,
for sure.
but, yeah. Had a little problem with the top. The top caved a little bit, but when you put hair on it, it kind of
Yeah, you don't see it.
you don't see it that much. But yeah, came out pretty good. I mean, that was just that one. If you can
Well,
see
the
that
cool
eye
thing
in there,
about that is you can see the
like the,
detail a little bit more than with the ones I got with all the hair on it. So, I mean,
you know,
and you can see it.
I could do some different things too, like I did with this. I mean, I went on real light with the paint. I mean, real light, and it's all hand done. There's no airbrush in it, nothing like that on this. So it's,
Yeah,
it
that's
might
the
be a better
thing.
look. I don't know.
You know what's funny though is the thing
you know,
with this sculpt too. There's really a lot of different looks you can give it.
yeah,
Even when
yeah,
it's just unhaired, it has a mean look to it. You could almost do
yeah,
something with. I mean, it's just
yeah,
I don't want to
yeah,
do that. We've talked about that because even other people have said, "Oh, it looks," because it does just have that face that with a beard, it gives it a totally different look, and without it and different colors, kind of just gives it a different. I mean, that looks. I mean, you could tell it's the same sculpt in a sense, but it looks very different.
yeah. It's just a lot of it's the hair. It's
Yeah,
doing the hair. I just glued the hair in individually here. Attach the hair individually, little bits at a time on this one, versus the wig on the other. But
yeah,
yeah,
Tony, that'd probably be the best way. I was saying Tony was saying plexiglass. Yeah, like a plastic plexiglass case would probably be cool because you could do a
yeah,
lot with. I know Mike could do a lot with that, but yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
yeah.
off. I was reading her comment, but yeah, that would be cool for her.
No, same
Maybe one day
same with
we'll
the
take.
hair. It's just different, you know.
Oop, I think we lost you
Yeah,
again. Oh, there we go.
I'm
We
here. I'm here.
we're losing you, but maybe one
Are
day
you
we'll
listening to me?
take.
I got you. Fine, man.
Okay. You know what I was gonna say? That's why I kept stopping. Maybe one day we'll put the original one on the table, let people see like, the first and where it came from. I'll send it
Yep.
back because I like you having it. You sculpted it. It's nice, Maybe we'll
Yep.
display it at some point.
Yep.
I mean, I think it's cool you own one right now. I mean, you sculpted it. That's kind of, and it's good for you to have that reference always there, like you
To
said.
bounce
So
back to. Yeah. That's
yeah,
what I do. I when I do things, I mean, you can go by notes, but I like to go by looking at the actual piece and kind of reference back to that when I'm painting. So
Yeah, yeah.
a masterpiece, you know, to reference back to. But you
Well,
still
that's
hear
the
me?
great thing too. Yeah, I can hear you. You know what's the great thing is even like this one, it since it's hand done each one, there's always a
Yeah,
slight difference in every single piece, even when and no matter what the
yeah.
piece is.
It's
And I love that. I love that about original
yeah.
pieces instead of like
I mean,
because there's only one of one, like
if
even
you do,
here's an example.
yeah. No, I was
I was
gonna
gonna
say
say
that
here's
you
an
know if you do, uh, go ahead.
oh no, you're fine. You're fine. I was just gonna
Now I was
I'll
gonna
go.
say that you know
What
when you if you if you go through and do like multiple pieces at the same time, it's easy. It's a
yeah.
lot easier to keep continuity with all of them. You know, but when you're doing one individually randomly, it presents a little bit of an issue. But yeah,
Well, I've had I deal with a bunch of different people. Lonnie's probably the one I because you guys both do you know, the same similar the resin busts and stuff like that, the 3D printed busts by him. But the painting style similar because I'll get a certain Freddy from him and then the next batch will be a slightly different color. That's what's great about it though. Everything changes. It's always like
yeah,
this one's got a slightly different, but that's what's fun about you guys that are doing all these original pieces that, you know, if it's
yeah,
manufactured and it's just shipped through a line, it just doesn't have the same unique
same feel to it.
individuality to it. Because
Yeah,
no matter what, it's always an individual piece.
yeah.
And how long have you been doing these masks and
Okay.
sculpting for? I know you've had like you've got a pretty decent resume of people you've worked with and things you've done. I mean, you do
Yeah,
a lot of SFX.
I started in 2009, and then I went to school down Detroit for I took two classes and they were 5 weeks apiece. I took them both at the same time, so I got done in 5 weeks. But it was makeup effects and silicone mold making. And from that, I went to Creature Corpse, which was a division of P13 Entertainment, Crestline, Ohio. And after that, I went to the same year. So I was there for about 3 months and did a lot of trans world work with them. And after that, I went to Cedar Point and started doing makeup for them for Halloween weekends. And that was from mid September. It was like mid September on through to the end of October. I did that for a couple of years. And during that time, too, I worked on a few films, just short films. You get film credit for them, so it wasn't a terribly big deal. But there were still good experiences, nonetheless, doing makeup and things like that. So, uh, yeah. And then I've done, worked automotive industry and then back into sculpting and artwork when COVID hit. So
Oh, lost him. But at least you got most of it out there. Yeah, Josh Lucas, amazing work. Um, yeah, it's Skin Reaper Studios. Like you said, you can find them on Etsy too. I'm gonna probably be cutting this stream. Oh, let's see if we can get them back on. Here we go.
okay, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I did some Cedar Point too. I don't know if you caught the first part of that or not. I think you probably did. But
Yeah, yeah. You actually
but
cut off at the perfect time. It seemed like you were about done with what you were saying, and then so you're good.
pretty much, yeah. So I came back into this when everything in 2020 hit. I went full bore back into sculpting and mask making and things like that. So sculpting small figures, maquettes,
So the lockdown and
getting
everything.
myself kind of re-educated in it. When you go, I went a long spell without doing anything, just going to work and like that. So uh, it was coming back into it was good. I needed to come back to it because it was what my goal was in 2009, and I saw everything as an opportunity, as a time to do it. It I built my shop uh, in 2019. So when I got it finished up, it was like the end of the year, end of 2019. I got it finished up and was ready to start doing things in 2020. So that was a goal, was just to go full bore with what I want, you know. So that's
Yeah,
what I've been doing as best I can. But
as shitty as COVID was for a lot of people and the shutdowns and everything, it seems like at least you were able to make the best out of it and getting back to something. Maybe with the way life was rolling, where you're busy and you have no time sometimes to shut down and get back
yeah,
to it. Gave you a chance to
yeah,
get your skills back, find your passion for doing it, and
yep,
you know, made the best out of it, and it worked out good for you. So I'm happy to hear that, man. I'm happy to
it,
hear it because I got this now.
yeah, yeah. It's touch and go, you know. It's things are when you're trying to build something, it's slow, man. It just is, you know. And you got to wait for it to catch on and keep working through, you know, until things catch on. But it's
Yeah,
happening.
Mike said he made, and it's true. Like every time he makes a three-eyed demon, it kind of changes and evolves. Like my favorite's still like, and you see in the thing up here on the up here on the is it all right this way, the banner I have, like that's still my favorite piece just because it's the original. It's my favorite look he's done, but he's done so many cool ones. There's a few that's like, what the hell is that? But I'd say 5 of those 7s I really like. um the 6, it's pretty good, and this maybe the 7th, it's like, what the hell did you do there? But overall, he does some amazing. The demons are awesome. I got to get the ghost face with the demon shirts made. He'd did a like a because Lee Waddell was there. We just didn't have enough time to get things going. I had, the big 3 shirts. He did this and that, but he did an awesome image of like a battle between Ghostface and the three-eyed demon. And I really, really, really like the piece. Actually, 2 pieces. So I'm gonna have to have a couple shirts made. You got to check it out. I'll send it to you. But yeah, those are a couple of my favorite three-eyed demons he's done. He's been hinted in three-eyed demons in a lot of this artwork he's been doing. You just got to look for it.
Hey, not to interrupt you, but I think I'm going to be cutting out, all right? Because it's cutting out quite a bit. So
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
head
end
on
this
out, all right, man?
anyway. I'm gonna end it too.
All right.
All right, peace out, man.
Peace out, y'all.
Thanks for coming on, brother.
Yep.
The famous swag piece. Brett would kill us if I showed that piece, man. But next time I gotta pull up. Let me see if I can find it, Mike. I'm gonna pull up some Michael Toth stuff he's been working on. I gotta get organized on my photos and stuff, but let me see if I can find some cool stuff that the fool's done. Let's see. And then, well, I can't find it. Tell you what, I'm gonna do, if it doesn't get too busy tomorrow, I'm doing a Michael Toth showing off some of the shit he's making right now stream tomorrow. If not, I'm gonna do it Monday. But guys, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support. We got some really cool stuff, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.